Welcome to Tales from the Flipside, bringing you another episode of Deal or Flipside with a twist. Yep, we'll explain it right after this intro. All right, so sorry, Lord of Brooklyn. I'm not gonna tell Big Remo what to do because he seems bigger than me, and so I'm not gonna tell anyone bigger than me what to do.
Did you say
I
he
think
was fat?
no, just
Oh, okay. All right.
he's buff, bigger. Uh, but I think he's been hanging out with us too much. If he's buying out stores with all their Black Panther 3s and Thor 21s,
Learning.
yeah,
He's learning.
yeah,
That's good stuff.
yeah. I'm sure he's already learned, but Steve, welcome to Flipside, and it's good to have you back. But do you want to explain the rules of the game that we're gonna do today?
Well, the rules of the game are we're going to put up a book and we're going to talk about whether it's better to sell it on WhatNot or eBay. So instead of dealer Flipside, we're going to do put up WhatNot or eBay and WhatNot. Talk about whether it's better to sell it on WhatNot or eBay. So instead of dealer.
How's it going, Big Clutch?
What's up, guys? That was me.
What's up?
I'm a slapdick. What can I say?
I
sent the link late. My bad.
No worries. I hate hearing myself.
Yeah, so Steve was just so instead of our typical episode of Dealer Flipside, we're going to do a twist on it. And would you sell this book on eBay or would you sell it on WhatNot? And so we've lined up some books, and and then we don't have fancy signs to point to like WhatNot or eBay. I got too lazy and forgot to send out everyone signs. So we'll just
go like that or down.
Yeah, we'll just point up or down, and then I'll choose two panelists, and we'll discuss why we would sell on either or platform.
So WhatNot's up because clearly WhatNot's the better platform, but
whatever's on top, I think of whatever logo he made is probably going to be it.
All right.
WhatNot.
But 50-50, you're right, Steve. 50-50.
Yeah, I actually made.
But we're not biased or anything.
Yeah, I think all of us sell on WhatNot.
I definitely use both. I have to. I got to use both. Yeah.
Speaking of, have you heard about WhatNot's Webhead weekend? I believe
I have not.
Selling on there, and I'm selling on there, and check it out.
That's good. If you're bored,
a graphic, how convenient,
sweet.
Right? I know it's like we're like hanging out with professional podcasters or something. To some degree.
Wow.
Yeah. But
I wish I could have been a part of that. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. It's gonna
be fun. I'm running Ultimate Fallout 4 as the first and both second prints at $1 tomorrow night. Secret Wars 8, ASM. What is it? 562 second print. All kinds of stuff. Like I have just tons of Spider-Man keys, one another. I'm gonna have some slabs that'll start low. Some slabs will buy it now. ASM 238s, all kinds of stuff available for sale. I have a bin on a Spidey 1 signed by Todd and Stan, stuff like that. And we got Big Clutch is going before us. It's not Spider-Man, but you're doing Comics Vault Live tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, we're gonna drop. We're doing mystery backs of the Invincible Omni-Man variants. So it should be a little fun time. I think we've got 36 of those tomorrow. So big one.
Sounds like a good pack. So he's at 4 East, 4 Pacific. I'm at 5 Pacific. Catch Vintage Comics at Toys at 8 Pacific, and you don't have anything else to do tomorrow.
Then on Saturday, I'm at 7 p.m. and then followed by Card Gems at 9:30.
Nice.
And preceded by AM.
Sweet. So it's going to be a fun-filled weekend of webheads.
Very cool. Yeah. Spideys and Omnis. That's the weekend.
All right, let's go ahead and get the game kicked off. I want to thank Steve for helping me pick out different books to compare and stuff like that, and then and I kind of just like mixed them up from like the last time I like we went over the slides. So let's go ahead and get started. So our first book is Destroyer Duck #1, which is what the first appearance of is it Gru? Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's first Gru the Wanderer.
Yeah.
It was Jack Kirby.
Yeah, well, I mean, this issue definitely has a lot of historical significance to it when he was separating from Marvel, right? I mean, because it's like this was that whole thing where they had to what they went to court for a character, and then this is to pay for the
for
lawyer
Howard
fees.
the Duck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that special lawsuit benefit edition #1 banner across the top.
Mel, I will send you a link on Instagram.
And I text you one. Yeah. So, are we going with the countdown? Or are we discussing?
Oh,
the book?
yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay. Up for Whatnot and down for eBay.
Well,
Yeah.
match the signs. So up would be
So-
eBay, and then
We all did.
yeah,
So this time eBay.
Oh yeah, eBay.
yeah. Okay, and then let me pick panelists to
Be
discuss
like
this.
Steph Curry pointing up like that.
Wait, was everyone eBay? I wasn't paying attention. I was sending Mel the link.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone want to play devil's advocate of why you would put it on Whatnot?
I think it would depend on the grade of the copy. Like if you've got, let's say you've got a near mint, really nice copy, possibly a grader. And this isn't the easiest book to get in high grade. So let's even call that anything from 8590 up on this book. A great book. And so you'd probably want top dollar for that, which means you could be waiting a year or something like that. Now, if you're just having a fun show and you find, a cheap back bin copy, something like that, and you're running sort of campy stuff on Whatnot, and let's say you got it real cheap, and you can give it you can risk doing it. You could go on Whatnot, sort of tell the story of it like we did, see what's going on. There's a different crowd there, but tell them about Gru, Jack Kirby, things like that, and I should be able to do decent stuff because stuff from that era actually sells fairly well. So I'd say low grade, Whatnot was no problem. If you have real high grade, I'd probably hold out because you're not going to find too many more high grades. This isn't one that you find in the wild that often. So
Yeah.
that's my reasoning.
Now those are great points, Sean, and definitely like if you got a high grade book like this and such a unique book, and like, man, don't put this on Whatnot because you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose it for $10, man. Unless you put the starting bid at like $30 or $40, but you don't put like important books like this on Whatnot unless you got multiple copies or like Sean said, unless you find it in a back bin and you've paid cheap and you don't give a shit if you lose it. If you got a high grade copy in this Destroyer Duck, like either get it send it to get graded or sell it on eBay.
Yeah, I actually did a Gru auction on Whatnot, just as an experiment. This was probably back in August, so there were less buyers back then. But I had gotten a collection, and it had Gru 1 through the very last issue. I forget what the last issue is, but those last issues are worth some coin. And so I kind of just waited there for someone to come along and say, "Hey, I'll buy some Gru," but it never happened. So that's why I suggested this book. I think even these days, with Whatnot, with a bigger audience, I think like Sean said, you'd have alluded to, you'd have to do a lot of explaining.
Yeah,
I think in advance to let people know what this is. I don't know if they'd stick around for that explanation. where they go Jack Kirby who, you know.
No shit. Yeah.
there is that, man. You know, but that's the one thing about eBay is you don't know anything about your buyers. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Nope.
I'll be honest. Watching some of the stuff go, I see names. I see names in some of these buying some crazy stuff. Sometimes it doesn't seem like people even really know like what they're buying, and they're just caught up in either the fun or what they're opening, things like that. And to be honest, that's maybe it's because I sell differently, so it's almost never anybody that's buying stuff from me, you know. So we've got our niche people and followers, and it's cool to see people that buy stuff from you turn around and sell some stuff themselves. So I always make sure to try to repay the favor, buy some stuff from people who bought it from me and things like that, because I'm always on there. Not always, but I'm on there plenty, just trying to see what's going on and have some fun, you know.
Well, I mean, I think that's a good point too. Like, it depends on your audience, right? But at the same time, I think there's to a degree, I think some people like to see stuff that they haven't normally seen, like that all the other sellers are selling, right? So if you stand out like that, I think you could succeed at some point in time, or you could just be hit right off the bat by providing something totally different than what everyone else is selling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the most important thing is if you're profiting, you're doing good, right?
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
His money's no good. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the next book, and then I will restart the poll. But it looks like 83% chose eBay. And then how about, Strange Academy number 15? Are we throwing that on eBay or whatnot? 3,
So
2.
this is the first appearance, though, right?
First cover.
First cover.
Of gas. Is it Gaslight or Gas Lamp? I can't remember.
And it's like what, like a $30 book, right?
Something like that. But it's not a first appearance because their first appearance was like I don't remember what issue it was, but there's like a first appearance and then I guess a first full appearance and then this cover, right? Yeah, something weird like that. But
Right.
which platform are you selling this book on? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Is there any reason why anyone would sell this on eBay instead?
Yeah, well, okay. Like the second it heats up, if you don't have a sale or something like that, and you really want to cash in, yeah, just go ahead, take a couple pictures, or if you're good, like 10 pictures, and throw it on there for market rate, unless you think it's going to go up, and then you can pull it for your show. So yeah, if it's real hot, see if you can get it full right then. If you've got a show, save it for your show. But also, the hottest stuff is good advertising for your show. So, yeah.
Facts.
You could be like some sellers. I got a near mint fine plus minus like, and they're just like, okay, start the bidding now.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
That's very good.
I
Well,
will
just
say
not
that-
very good is a grade, right?
Yeah.
Not a nice grade.
Now I need to ask Josh. Josh, is
It's
the
a good
American
plus.
version of Strange Academy 15? I'm not sure.
Wait, what was your question?
Is this the American version of Strange Academy 15? Because I get confused.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's pronounced academy. Academy.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Academy.
Spanish. It's not.
Alrighty. I guess let's go ahead and move on. All right. And let me end the poll real quick, but it looks like it was about 50-50. Oh, it just jumped right before I ended the poll. It's 55% to WhatNot for the Strange Academy. But how about ElfQuest #1. Okay, yeah.
I feel like Matt from Kylo Ren. Matt.
I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna put it on WhatNot.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, I still like this idea of like throwing up like different things than what everyone else is throwing up, and then like at the same time, if you get it cheap enough, right? Is it really a risk like to throw it on WhatNot? I mean, I know like sometimes you can break the exception of the rule and go surpass eBay, and the other times you can get like right under market, right? And I think it just depends on how many are listed on eBay before I would just, because why else would you be like one of 100 books? Like, what makes yours special compared to, the 100 of others to choose from?
Yeah, I did try. It was actually a combination Groot, Gru, ElfQuest, WhatNot auction, and I couldn't move the ElfQuest either. I wish
They're all
maybe
like,
I'll
"What
get
the hell
another
is this shit?"
Yeah, this is so. A lot of this honestly it depends on who you are, who your audience is. Like, if I threw this up, people would be like, "What the hell is this? What is he doing?" Because I don't get me wrong, this is a type of stuff. No problem buying, no problem selling over the years, but it's not where I've been picking my spots on WhatNot. Is with stuff like this, and I had to look at. I mean, I know what book it is, but I don't know what it sells for, and it looks like mid-grade copies are around $50 or something like that. So just depending on how many viewers I was going to have that day, I might go for it. I don't like starting stuff over $1. I generally have enough people in there that I don't have to. So we'll see. I'd probably go eBay and forget I had it when I was pulling stuff for WhatNot. It just wouldn't cross my mind.
Hey, do they have a reserve on WhatNot?
You can.
You
You can start it, sell it, whatever you want. Yeah. That'd be funny if there's a reserve and they just taxed you
Right.
like eBay.
Oh, sorry, you won it, but you didn't.
Yeah. Whoops.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I could only imagine what the complaints are going to be like if that was the case, right?
Man, they try new stuff all the time. They had the pre-bids, those went away. Now they've got the notifications, which is good. Now it's good that you can I think only iOS though, which I have. You can take pictures of your anything you're selling, which is good, which is very helpful. Especially if you have buy it now stuff that you're gonna repeat selling. That you can just pull it from another auction. Like if you had a slab that didn't sell or something, and we're just gonna throw it back up. It makes it easier. Or if you're a store and you've got tons of whatever book you have. It makes it easier, but yeah, it keeps changing.
Yeah, I mean, I think if like I'm assuming this is like magazine size as well. Is that right?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, what if you were just going through like a big lot of like different magazines and stuff like that, like all those like different graphic novel size books like that? Do you think people would like catch on to something like that, or
you know what, Aaron? It's funny you mentioned that because as Mel in the chat alluded to, I love to experiment with WhatNot and what'll sell. I haven't done that for a while, but I've been looking at a stack of Starlogs that I have, and if you guys don't know what Starlog was, it was like a magazine dedicated to like Star Trek and sci-fi and stuff like that. I have this feeling like eBay's like an older crowd, like WhatNot's like the younger, like hipper, crowd. Because like even these books, like ElfQuest Gru, Starlog, like even I feel like guys older than me like are into that. Like their time is kind of. I know I'll get crap for this, but their time is kind of come and gone. You really, I don't know. I don't know if there's like, 20-year-old hipsters like looking for Gru and ElfQuest back issues,
We could have a trash or treasure WhatNot sale,
Yeah.
Like all the fucking like a used faucet and shit like that, and just I'm gonna start it off at you get a whole bunch of damn lawnmower parts and shit like that, man.
You could call it the Sanford and Son show.
Yeah, junk.
Yeah.
Yeah, junk not.
Well, I mean, that really exists in other countries. You
All
know
right,
what I mean?
everyone.
Oh,
It's a
no
big
shit.
Starlog magazine sale right after
Come out with a
this
mule.
show ends.
Nice. All right. How about everyone's favorite on Whatnot, right? Scotty Young with this Black Panther cover. I forgot what issue this was, but yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious for this.
Yeah, Scotty's he's been rejuvenated everywhere, but Whatnot for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen so many Scotty Young books I've never seen before, man. I remember when I'd go to my LCS and I go, what the hell is this shit, dude? Like, what's he drawing little kids for, man? You know, but now it like as I'm older, I think they're fucking cool now.
Yeah, you know what? Strangely, selling Scotty stuff on there when for a long chunk of time I've passed, except for cheap, or I bought them and just throw them in boxes, things like that. Bothering to check them out because I grade everything before I sell it. I mean, give you a grade, not send it in. And it makes me actually appreciate it. And finally reading the word bubbles and stuff, there's funny shit. It's actually really good. And so I'm like, well, kind of sad. I kind of missed out on a bunch of these.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I remember meeting Scotty Young at a Houston convention, and what was it? Like, I like to talk to random people when I'm waiting in line because some of those lines are way too long, right? And the couple in front of me, the girl, she had collected like pretty much like every Scotty Young cover there was to that point. I was like, wow, how do you decide like would you get him to sign? And she's like, I don't know. Like, it was just a hard choice to make. I was like, that's insane. I was like, but that's awesome that that you've collected all that. So
there's some that get pretty pricey. I mean, like I know I even sold a slab of Extraordinary X-Men Annual #1. I think in the past month. That's a tough one. So
I will say Aaron needs to be a little bit more careful in talking to strangers at a con, like
I know now we have to worry about
like you don't know what can happen, bro. Like, just be careful, bro.
That's true. But
This
now
is the least scared place I've ever been in.
Right? I ended up in the trunk of their car.
A yee napping.
A yee napping. But but that's why I have the Flipside crew now to hang out with, at cons I go to.
Yeah, nobody ever flies out here, but
yeah. Yeah, I mean, because honestly, I think the last couple cons I've been to now, I've met up with at least one person. Like when I went to Fan Expo in Dallas, I met up with Ninth Wonder. So yeah,
nice.
Yeah. And I think that was the first person I met from like podcasting. So, but all right. How about Gru the Wanderer #1?
I think everything's been said about that. Well, I mean, it doesn't have the Jack Kirby that Destroy Duck #1 does, but
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that book in about
answer is
20 years, man.
Destroy Your Duck for me.
God, I totally blocked out that book.
I just love Sergio, so.
Yeah, I mean, I remember this book, man.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Is it worth anything? What's it going for?
I don't even remember when I was looking at. Actually, I didn't have to look up prices this week because
What's it going for, Steve?
I don't know, but I know the last few issues, and I'm trying to recall the issue numbers, but like the last 4 issues I did because they didn't sell on Whatnot. I listed them individually on eBay, and those last 4 issues each, I want to say I got between like 30 and 50 for those last 4. So
Yeah, those are rare.
Is there a
What is it,
chance it
maybe
could come out in the
240?
multiverse? It's Marvel, right?
That'd be amazing.
Oh shit! It's Gru.
You know, the funny thing is
He's coming through the portal.
with Howard the Duck, right?
Right.
All right. Let's see if we
I
can
thought it
start
was
throwing.
funny. Anyway.
Yeah, let's see if we can start throwing some curveballs now. How about the Black Cat? What issue is this? I don't remember. What is it? 9? The 1 in
It don't matter
25.
what issue it is.
I mean, it's a Catwoman 1 in 25, right? That
Mhm.
came out last week. Like,
Mama!
is this an eBay book or is this a WhatNot book? I'm gonna have to go eBay on this one.
So both.
Either one.
Ooh, okay. So we actually have a debate here. All right, let's go with I think Steve and Sean, right?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think it could go either way, but I don't know. I just pointed to eBay because, you know, I think I at least from what I've seen, you know, DC is a harder sell, you know, everywhere. And, you know, I'm a DC guy and Whatnot's no exception. So, you know, you kind of have, it's like Sean was saying earlier, you know, you have to have the right audience. So maybe if you've built a nice DC following on Whatnot, or art appreciation, you know, crowd, because, you know, let's face it, this is a cover buy, right? I mean, people are buying it for the cover, and it could potentially confuse people who aren't familiar with it because it has, you know, some of the trade dress on it, including, you know, that I really wish that barcode wasn't there.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if it didn't exist.
They should just put those barcodes on a book like that in the back of the book, man.
Yeah,
You know?
or they should put a sticker, you know, a nice black sticker. Yeah, they did that back in the day for direct and newsstands sometimes. But anyway, yeah, so I'd probably go to eBay to cast a wider net.
You know, well, okay.
Oh, it is a key
This-
in the
this-
bets? Okay. Yeah, I'm not keeping up with DC.
One thing's a little different is I mean it was comicbookinvest.com, so I think it was number 1 on the hot 10 either this week or last Friday or the Friday before, I don't remember which. So I mean you've got a little brevity on there. I think that could be a lay and pray, and then be like, if you got it, let's say you got it at, I think, was it like a $200 book now? Let's say you got it at your LCS for 50 or $75 or something, and same thing. You're going to be throwing a show. One thing about eBay is if you're not auctioning, you're basically trying to get full price or maybe accept an offer, right? So Whatnot, let's say you're running 20 books, 30 books, something like that. You know you're going to go low on some. You know you're going to go high on some. What you're trying to do is kind of hit your average on there. So let's say this is $200 on eBay. You probably end up at one. I mean, it could be anything. It could depend on the grade. Like stuff that I grade for people, I tell people you can go ahead and grade this. Doesn't need a press. It's a 9.8 if you want to grade it, and I'll tell people that honestly, and that's because I actually look at the back of my books before I list them for sale. And then the same thing. So I'll have people bid higher, you know. And I personally am a person who, if I can basically guarantee a raw 9.8, I'll pay you more than market value. I don't want to mess around with like a 9.2 because I saved 10% or something like that. So I think it could definitely go either way. Hot books are good to advertise. This being number 1 on a most popular top 10 that there is. I think this one could definitely go either way. But to me, it's also, this book's a grade or a hold. Also, I think this book will it'll go down a little bit on the heater wave. Yeah, as Mel would say. And then you hold on because this cover's not going anywhere. Even though they announced that second print today, that purple second print's coming out, but it is going to have the logo across the Monera butt going on up there. I think you still get the side boob, but
Yeah, that book goes both ways.
Oh, I just like it because I like gems. Oh, okay.
You like rubies, right? Giant
Yeah,
rubies.
Alrighty. Let's see what we have as our next book. All right. The Adventures of Sly Cooper. Let us know about this book, Steve. I have no idea.
So this was I believe it was a promo book for the video game, and I found this in a collection, one of those newsstand collections I get every once in a while. Even though this isn't a newsstand, somehow it got in there. There were like 2 copies. Somehow I remembered what this was, and I was very happy because it's like a $200 book, even raw.
What?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, you can't get this book's impossible.
Yeah. So, I'll definitely point up because this is another book you'd have to explain to people. And, I see people going Sly Cooper in the chat. I mean, it's just not a recognizable IP. So you'd have to do a lot of explaining. Maybe run like a 5-minute auction, so everyone can go check eBay and sold and walk them through how to use eBay sold listings. Yeah.
All right. So where are we selling this book?
Leave it on eBay for 3 years till the one person who wants it.
Sweet!
No,
I
it
found the
actually-
Sly
it's sold
Cooper.
pretty quick.
Hell yeah!
Or
Those copies sold pretty quick.
I mean, as soon as you list it, right, and then if
Yeah,
it sits there, and then as soon as option use hits, right, then it's gone, and it's like, oh, I could have listed higher. Oh well, it's gone.
No, it doesn't even matter with this book. I don't know. People just, I guess, are, I don't know. I don't know. It just sells because I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't
it's got a
explain it.
following.
Cool. All right, let's see what the audience thinks, and then we'll move on. Looks like 86% have chosen eBay.
Oh.
All right, how about Zombie Tramp? This is Zombie Tramp number 1. I forgot from what series, but yeah, I figured this would be an interesting discussion since eBay is getting a bit more stricter on, I guess, adult content for comics and stuff like that. That they have their own special category. I'm in a Discord, and I've heard of people like submitting like, what was it? What book was that, Sean? Was it like a Chew or something like that with the baseball player and then like the bubblegum cover? But it wasn't even like a nude cover or anything like that. And that person got asked to remove that book off, or the book got removed off eBay.
I remember the story. I forget which book.
Yeah.
I remember.
They're doing weird stuff, so I don't know how much. I'm not even sure what it is. Like, I know it's really hard to find like the cherry Pop-Tart stuff. I think they banned it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't see what the big deal is. Like, you just have the adult accounts or whatever. Like, is it that hard for them to limit it? Like, I understand like not hardcore, like porn DVDs, if they even make those anymore. But like, but the same. I don't know. I don't understand. I just think art's a little different. Like, at the same time, I'm not really selling Xenoscope because I don't want to be known to be, so maybe some rare stuff, but like, I don't sell a lot of I don't really sell nudity stuff. That's kind of my thing or whatever, or not my thing, I guess is what you want to say. But I got no problem with anybody selling it as long as it's an adult account,
Yeah. All right. All right. So where are we selling this book? 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm gonna go. Cool. Yeah. So I've done a not safe for work show for WhatNot. I just did it late at night because they have rules as well, but I don't know if anyone's actually enforcing them. So yeah, whatever. But I mean, if you do the shows late enough, late at night, anyways, like more than likely your kids are asleep, right? So, and if you
I mean
label it,
that eyeball is pretty offensive, So
oh, is it?
yeah, I mean it's
Yeah, I
pretty
guess
horrifying.
there's not enough red in those eyes, right?
I do try to not cuss on the daytime shows.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people complain that they've got their kids are still awake. But like last night, I'm running at 9 and midnight East Coast. Like if it's 1 a.m. and your little kids are listening, what are you doing? I'm not your problem, dude.
Yeah, tell your kids to wait outside the trailer.
I've had 3 things removed from eBay though in the past, I'll say 2 or 3 years. One was a Vamp Blade book, which is like Zombie Tramp. Another one was it's a real small press book, Liz and Beth. It's like a 80s, 90s under the Arrows Comics label. But nothing very explicit, at least on the exterior, but that got pulled. And then a couple weeks ago, I had some Witchblade trade paperbacks listed, and they got pulled, and there was absolutely nothing objectionable on the cover. I've never actually read Witchblade, myself, but I know maybe some of the covers can get racy, but I don't know.
So is with the Witchblade title not allowed?
I think they looked
was it you that said that?
Like Witchblade and maybe publisher names like Arrows, and I figure that's how it works.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Man. Come on, man, that's insane, dude.
Oh yeah, I guess probably like certain search words like get flagged or whatever.
And I'll be honest. One of the reasons I picked WhatNot didn't really have anything to do with the eBay thing. It's because good covers sell on there. Like people don't have something in their collection, and good covers sell, and stuff that's just great art. I'm telling you, like I do way better by showing people really good art than I do by probably telling them how scarce something is, whether if it is. And I sell a lot of high ratio stuff, so that doesn't always matter. People just want to add good looking stuff to their collection. We all come down to cover collecting, but all of us know the market too well, so it kind of hurts us. But we can't expect everybody to be the same as us, and I'm glad everybody isn't. So.
Right. Yep.
Oops. I forgot to start a poll on this one. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, though. All right. How about Patsy Walker, a.k.a. Hellcat, number 7 variant? This was a ratio variant. I don't remember exactly what ratio. What was it, like a 1 in 10? Is that right?
Or was it a qualifier?
Or was it a qualifier?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I thought it was a 1 in 25.
I thought it was 1 in 25 also.
Okay.
Hold on. It's a 1 in 15.
Okay.
Okay. So
I
on
bought
average,
that, I bought that from somebody.
Yeah. So split the difference between all our
There
answers.
you go, yeah.
I think I bought that from Phil on his WhatNot.
I bought
really?
it from Mel on WhatNot.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I think we all got this on WhatNot, man.
Yeah.
I've got some in the queue to sell, so everybody else now you can buy one from me.
Nice. I think
So,
I
yeah,
tried buying this on eBay from Drew on one of the comics.
Who's this artist again?
Tedesco.
It is Tedesco, right? Okay, that's
Mhm.
what I thought. Gorgeous. All right, we voting?
I think it was on one of our pro specs back in the day.
Yeah, I think it was.
I think we actually caused it to go up, right?
And then we all tried to go and buy it.
Oops.
Yeah. When no one had it, and then everyone's like, I can't afford the Patsy Walker. This is good enough.
Yeah. This another that I wouldn't have a problem doing either, because like I said, the cover love that you can get combined with some scarcity, you know what I mean. There's no way this thing goes for like $3.
Yeah,
I don't know what the eBay height is, but
I don't know. I got it off of Mel for a steal, but that was when Mel was just starting WhatNot. I think it might have been like his first or second show.
Yeah, he sold his PC the first night he was on air.
Yeah,
He sells 75 slabs. Well, how are you going to ship all that? He's not had to call off work.
You know, the funny thing about this cover too is when it made the Spec 10, I hadn't watched Jessica Jones yet, and lately I know I'm 5 years behind, but I've started watching Jessica Jones on Netflix, and you actually do see. I think it's season 1. It's either season 1 or season 2 because I haven't made it to season 3 yet. You do see Trish Walker holding this comic, or I can't remember if it's this comic or the one that it actually is a homage of. So, yeah.
Hey, David Samuelson, if you can find this for $5, I'll give you $5 and $5 in shipping to send it to me.
I'll give him $5 to get off the chat, man. Motherfucker typing all day long here, man. Get out of here, dude. Just saying, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
Covers and ratio. That's all I gotta say.
We love our fans.
Yeah. This is this works either way. Such a great cover. You know how stuff like this gets a little bit forgotten and levels out, and then also, but this is something people buy and put away. You know what I mean? If you're gonna spend, I don't know what this is. It's called $50. You know, you don't necessarily think you're gonna get, this. You know, this isn't gonna be a $300 book or something like that. So might as well put it away for a rainy day.
Yeah. Or pick up as many as you can for $5.
Dude, that's
yeah.
I didn't leave anybody behind at $5. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, bro.
I didn't find any at $5 either.
Hey, dude, bro, dude, bro, dude, bro, and dude. Can y'all understand what I'm saying?
Brood.
Absolutely.
Brood.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sure.
brood.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on to our next book. How about America #1, the second print hip hop cover?
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah. I figured it would be a pretty good one because, hip hop covers are
So
like
good.
always pretty hot on eBay. On eBay and on WhatNot. But, I think, I think a lot of us got a lot of attention, like when people were coming into our rooms and was like, "Hey, do you have any hip hop covers?" And it's like, "Yeah, I have some hip hop covers." And then, and then I don't know, for I guess like 3 months straight, people were just asking me for hip hop covers. Like even people outside of comics, like card breakers and stuff like that. They're like,
"You have a copy of that one, Aaron?"
Of the second print, I do not.
I don't either.
Yeah, I bought a 9.2 or 9.4 slab of this off of eBay. I think that's why I think I suggested it. But here's my question. It seems to me that the second, third, fourth printing thing hasn't quite caught on WhatNot. Am I wrong on that? Or
you'd have to sell. You'd have to sell it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've had some second prints that sold pretty good on WhatNot.
Have you? Okay.
Same.
WhatNot does become about the cover, and because the same experience as Aaron, although I haven't had that many to sell, and people literally just no-name people that are not usually in there hop in, and people somehow don't realize you can like click and see exactly what someone is selling if they list it all. Although a lot of people don't, so I guess that's why they ask. I have people literally just drop in and say, "Do you have any hip hop covers?" And that's definitely why this would go on there, and a little salesmanship with it.
But overall, do you think this would perform better on WhatNot or on eBay?
eBay.
Because it's hip hop, I'm saying WhatNot. But as a second print, the scarcity and stuff thing, people might go digging a little deeper on eBay because of the hip hop. I say WhatNot. And I'm not sure what this book is worth either. If it's worth $500, then I guess eBay.
What'd you pay for the slab, Steve?
Oof. Let's see. It was like, hold on. I'm gonna
See,
tell
well,
you.
that just tells you, oof, right? So it was expensive.
No. It was
No,
actually. Did I get? Wait a minute. Where is it? Hold on. Oh, it's $68.
damn, you
But it was a
robbed
9.2.
somebody,
It was a
bro.
9.2. It was a 9.2. So, but
I
still,
didn't know
that's
this book
cheaper than
existed.
Rawls. That's why I picked it up. It was cheaper than like
Yeah,
even a
I don't think I've seen that cover before, man.
Yeah.
Now I want it.
Most
I think in a couple months, as the Doctor Strange trailers roll out, it'll become a definite whatnot book.
Yeah,
You know.
that's what I'm looking for now.
Well, and then I mean, you might hit a Hamilton fan as well too, right?
Right.
I mean, because like, who knows where all these new comic buyers are coming from, or what background of like what they enjoy watching, whatever. So
The only thing that could make it even a better whatnot book is if Scotty Young had drawn it. You know.
Are there any Scotty Young hip hop variants? That'd be pretty cool. I don't think there are.
And maybe if Spawn was on it too, and Invincible.
Yeah. But it's got to have a foil, right?
I had to get a plug in there for Big Clutch.
Got to be foil, absolutely, all day.
Yeah.
I mean, Scotty would be amazing at any sort of hip hop cover. I mean, that guy he's a fan, through and through. So, somebody should get on that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, I guess if you want to count the Run the Jewels cover as a hip hop cover.
Yeah,
Good point.
That's true. And that's probably why it sells for a lot.
All right. How about Iceman #1? Because I know that was everyone's favorite series to read. But,
oh yeah,
it's a hip hop
Definitely.
cover.
Yeah.
I think this one's pretty obvious, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you do a giant lot of hip hop variants too, like you tend to get a lot of people in your shows, right? And even if you don't do them all right in a row and kind of like mix them in, like you keep people throughout your show. And even though like I don't know, has anyone on the panel actually read this mini series?
no, was their first appearance of
Okay.
Ice Girl?
I don't
read it?
remember. It sounded like Big Clutch has read it. I think I read like maybe the first issue, and I wasn't too impressed. So
I dug it. I'm a big fan of Cena Grace, so it goes far with me. But yeah, I mean, hip hop cover itself, I think WhatNot is the place to hit that. So easy.
yeah. All right. I'm not even going to make a poll for that, so we'll go ahead and go on to the next one. How about True Believers? I decided to go ahead and just put 2 books on there instead of just one. So,
Damn, they made a True Believers for Darth Vader 1. God damn. Dude.
Yeah, I saw a picture and I was like, kind of like, okay, let me just throw up like,
You gotta be kidding, dude.
I'll throw up 2 first appearances,
I'm running 2 of those tomorrow. Let me be. Not those ones.
I think I got a rack of those Deadpools still in the damn twisty ties, like a bundle of them, man. And my LCS is here.
It might be
these.
time to pull them out because I saw someone. I think there's also a Darth Vader Halloween Comic Fest #1, and someone was selling that the other day on WhatNot, and I really honestly believe they didn't know. Sometimes you can tell if it's like a cards person selling comics or whether it's a comics person selling comics. I just got the vibe that they didn't know because I mean they certainly didn't call attention to it, and I'm not going to jump in the stream and go like, hey, that's a Halloween. It's just we try to give people the benefit of the doubt, especially if you get that vibe. But
damn,
yeah,
$30.
Dennis is advanced.
Someone
Dennis
paid up
is
for the
advanced.
Halloween comic, so
yeah, I mean, Dennis is definitely like probably the king of Amazon for selling comics, I would assume. Like,
I gotta ask
Deadpool
Dennis for tips.
#1.
on that. Because if
You
you've
see
ever
that?
tried to create a comics listing on
Hey,
Amazon,
but you know what? If
Ah.
you're selling this on Whatnot, you go, this is Deadpool #1, first print, guys. First print. Not
Yeah,
the
and then you
second
get
print. This is
this.
the first print, Deadpool 1.
right? And you
Yeah.
don't want a New Mutants 98, right? Because number 1 is better than 98, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Because it's
exactly.
first. Right.
Yeah, but it's close to the end of the run, so the print count's not as high.
Yeah, you got a great point there.
Yeah.
Sold.
Well, we all saw the facsimile BS. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, and I definitely haven't. Not that I watch every show. I haven't seen that. Seen that BS. Anybody try to get away with that on Whatnot. But it's also, you know, Whatnot's been the comic category's been around for like 8 months or something like that. Whatever it's been. So at the same time, it was hard enough for everybody to get in and be able to sell. And the people getting in right now, it's tough if you're jumping in now and you haven't, gained in had too many followers or anything like that by this point. There's so much competition, so many stores and stuff jumping in. So being a Whatnot, anybody can sign up and sell on eBay. So I don't think anybody's going to pull the BS of try to sell the facsimiles or something, because we get them shit canned in about 2 seconds. If somebody tried to run that. So I have no idea. And I don't know if anybody's like dumb enough to actually think that, even though, I don't know, you do see some people from other categories trying to jump over and sell comics, but
Yeah.
I saw some guy on Whatnot selling absolutely no keys, like saying this book is not a key. Right?
Do not pay more than cover price for this right now. Like,
and this is absolutely no key.
but it presents very well. I wouldn't slap it personally, but if you can do whatever you want with it. I was gonna say, I have sold the Dr. Aphra Halloween Comic Fest on Whatnot before. I think a couple times now at this point, and I can't remember if it did really well or did so.
I think I got like 20 or 30 for them.
Okay.
And I honestly don't know if that's more or less than eBay.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure. I mean, I don't follow around that book. Like, I just know that if I find it in the back issue bin somewhere for cheap, I'll pick it up.
Would that be considered the 9th printing of Afra?
Great question.
Is it? Yeah, sure. Why not? Because, like, I mean, it's published like way later, anyways, right? And was it a free comic book as well for that?
I think it was for Halloween Fan Fest, like in October, right when they were celebrating Halloween. They go trick or treat. Here's the Afra.
Yeah. Alrighty. So speaking of later printings, how about the Killing Jokes? Like, I'm not saying this as a lot together, but I'm saying like individually, like the later printings and stuff like that, like second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever you have. I'm gonna have to go down on this one, and then and the only reason why I say that, I'll explain like after people vote.
Poor Steve.
What's that?
Nothing, man. I'll tell you, Aaron.
The phrasing.
I'm gonna have to go down on this one.
But
hey,
so well, you know what though? Like, I could go back to my thing where covers can sell. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Covers, a bit of the scarcity and stuff like that can sell. So I go the same with the condition. Very fine or mid grade or lower. Definitely think you can do okay moving this on Whatnot. But also, to be honest, I'm not that privy to the any prices besides the first print. So if that 7th print or whatever it is, sells for like $200 raw because it's rare. I don't actually know that.
You're looking
I
for
have
the
an
knife
orange
print.
one that I bought off the from the comic shop new. I have the orange print, and I didn't know for like 2 years that it wasn't the first print.
What's up, Skeff? We're instead of playing Dealer Flipside, we're changing up the game and playing. Would you sell this on eBay or would you sell this on WhatNot? So I've sold a 9.2 CGC first print on WhatNot, right? And honestly, I was not expecting to get that much for it. It sold for like 120, which I thought was which I thought was like kind of insane, right? Because like I'm pretty sure you can get 9.6s for $100.
So how much to go for?
Like 120 for a 9.2.
120. Okay.
Yeah, for a 9.2. So I was like kind of like, all right. I was happy with the sale. So I feel like because it's such an iconic cover that like people like will either be like Josh and try to collect all the international versions, or or be like me and collect all the American later printing versions, right? It's a fun set to put together.
No.
When I was trying to close out the American set, I resorted to eBay on some of them, and for the later printings, I don't remember paying more than like $20 or $30 for it.
Yeah, I had a
that makes
later
sense to me.
printing. I want to say 11th print. It was hard to sell on eBay, but I think I also tried to sell it on WhatNot. But it was I think I tried to establish a floor, which is admittedly tough to do on WhatNot. I think it's getting tougher. I mean, really, I'm getting more the mind of you need to start everything at $1, whether you want to or not.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna start everything off at $3 so my Geminis get paid for, man. That shit. Like these people, like one of my books goes for $1, and I'm just thinking about, God damn it, I have to like give away a Gemini. You know what I mean? Like,
Plus, you use those fancy bags too.
yeah, I'm just gonna start shipping everything. If they buy it for $1, I'm just shipping the comic without a bag and a board, dude.
Just slap a sticker on it.
How about some
just print,
saran wrap?
just print out 1 ounce first class sticker, put it right on the front of the comic. Don't be rude. Put it on the back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put that sub crease in there. Tell them it's a comic book standard for years.
Yeah, I'll roll it up and put a rubber band on it, Sean. I'm not a savage.
There you
Well,
go.
No,
If they're in Houston, you just throw it on the door like a newspaper.
just put it in 2 boards, right? So like that way it's like in a sandwich. And
Everything in Texas is in Houston to me, so that's what
Hey, do you remember before people knew how to ship comic books, how we got our comic books? Jesus Christ, dude. In
Sub
paper
crease, man.
bags and Jesus,
Oh, yeah.
man. It was bad.
They ship them like a GameStop, right?
Yeah, they shipped them like Amazon sellers.
Oh.
Dennis
Has
has
any-
his own custom stuff. He knows I'm not talking about him.
Has anyone ever gotten a comic book in a in like a cereal box before, or like
Oh,
a
yeah.
cutout?
Yep.
I got a comic from Australia in a manila envelope with a cutout of a comic of a cereal box front. Not the whole cereal box front to fill out the bag. Exactly the same size as the comic, like cut along the edges, and shipped from Australia.
Wow.
And it came in just fine.
Wow.
Yeah, weirdly. Yeah, no bag or board either. Just
I'm
the
jealous
comic.
of Josh because he probably gets like foreign cereals that we haven't even heard of.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I get. I'll have to start saving some, but I've gotten
Yeah,
some
you
pretty
really
interesting boxes because or I'll get like a, when it comes in like an envelope or something, it's got like 60 stamps all over. It gets wild.
Those
Yeah.
are fun.
And honestly, I think the wildest I've ever seen was I had a comic shipped in actually it was a later print Killing Joke, that was shipped in a vinyl record, just so they could send it media mail.
Oh, that's fucked up, man. Come on, Jesus Christ.
I mean, luckily, they didn't know I collect vinyl, but I collect vinyl, and so it was just kind of funny. Like, to this day, I don't think I've still listened to that record yet. But
Hey, you know what, Aaron? Like, probably getting Josh's perspective on selling foreigns. Like, where does he have his most success on WhatNot? I know he's been doing well on WhatNot, but like, how does he decide on what goes on eBay and what goes on WhatNot? Since Josh is like the expert foreign seller.
All right. So to answer it somewhat quickly, I do my bigger stuff on more of my bigger stuff on eBay. I still will run some big stuff. But like if it's, like a slabbed foreign or something like that, that'll usually go on eBay. Like all my Golden Age stuff, that'll go on eBay, except for this last weekend, which might make me change my mind on what I run on WhatNot foreign wise, but it's usually, really big stuff goes on eBay, not so big stuff goes on WhatNot. Or if I feel like gambling, which you have to do a lot with foreigns, and sometimes you just got to gamble and you just throw in some crazy, like really crazy stuff.
Well, you also take time to explain it, so
yeah, my shows are my shows are like 5 hours long because my auctions are like
class.
Yeah, my auctions are like usually 2.5 minutes. Like if it's something I've sold before, I'll run it at like 1.5 minutes, but normally it's like 2.5, even 3 minutes for my auctions because I just talk the whole time that I'm showing it.
Yeah, the only bad thing is like he does his auctions at like midnight, So
You gotta get the West Coast.
Yeah, you gotta hit where the most app users are. It's
Man,
on that West Coast.
I have to take a power nap just to stay up for some of these auctions, man.
I know.
You and me both.
Yeah. But I mean, with Heritage about to start getting into the international comics, like I think that's going to change the game as well, right?
Yeah. Then I mean, depending on how that goes, I mean, none of my really old stuff would ever go on WhatNot ever again. So
Josh is going to be doing Heritage only.
Yeah.
Oh, what you got, Sean? What is that?
Sometimes you get crazy. Yeah, and he got that for a crazy price.
Yeah.
So sometimes I gamble and I lose, and that was a amazing pickup. I think you got that for like $69, $75, something like that.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, nuts.
Yeah, shout out to Josh. He sent me this. Look at this, man. This is beautiful. J. Scott Campbell.
Yeah, the Renew Your Vows.
Yeah, Renew Your Vows.
Love that cover. What?
Yeah.
Was that Mexico?
Mexico.
All right. So how about Winona Earp, number 1? I'm not sure if this is the right cover, Steve, but I'll let you take the floor on it.
Oh, I was thinking more of the modern Winona Earp
my bad.
comics, especially like the photo variants. Oh my, it's just unbelievable what they sell for. It is just
that's got to be
never
eBay,
guess. I don't even think you'd be able to explain on WhatNot why they sell and what they sell for. It is just unbelievable. The IDW Winona Earp comics it's incredible. Don't ever forget to look in the W's in your comic store, or if you live near me, please forget. Yeah, to me, it would be a real hard sell and WhatNot, and eBay, it'll go like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you just don't see the variant covers. Even cover B's for Winona Earp from the IDW.
I never find the comics and I never watch the show. So
Yeah. I know Mercenauts picks them up and he's had some success. I've been lucky enough to get a few, but yeah, what a rabid fan base that you'd never guess.
yeah, Stein's been able to flip a bunch.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He finds everything.
Yeah. The benefits of traveling, right?
I suppose, yeah.
So let's see. I hope Dennis is still in the house. How about an Incredible Hulk number 377, 9.6 CBCS? So Steve and I were talking, and then we were saying, CBCS books in like 9.4 or 9.2, 9.4, 9.6s seem to go a bit higher, or even close to the same price as a CGC of those same grades of the same book.
Is this the one that says extremely white pages?
No, it doesn't say that. Oh wait, I thought it was extraordinary.
Yeah, the like super duper grade, but not a 9.8. Right? Don't they have that underneath the 9.6? What are they adding to it? Like if it's got really white pages, it says extremely white.
Yeah, I think it was like extraordinary or extraordinary,
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Because you remember they would have a check mark, right?
Yeah.
That means that it's good. If there was a 9.7, you would have gotten that grade. So they gave you a check mark.
Is it incredible white pages?
Like in school, I remember because I was terrible at math. Like I got a 69 with a check mark. That meant that I barely passed. Right. So like that's kind of what I think about that shit. But yeah, now they're putting extremely white pages or something like that on their books now. So why don't you just give them a fucking 9.8, dude?
Oh, it's exceptional white.
Oh, exceptionally white pages. Now, I'm still trying to figure out why we put white pages on a book that has nothing but black pages. Why did we do that?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Why don't we just put clean?
Yeah.
Right? Clean.
NA.
Well,
NA.
I'm kind of glad that we're bringing up slabs as well. Like, is this something that, like, have you seen more success of, like, setting a price that you're comfortable letting it go and then let it auction? Or is it best to list it as a buy it now? Or
you put it in a mystery bag so someone pays $450 instead of $200.
Where the ceiling is like whatever, and then like the floor is that.
Ceiling is not, but it's. I mean, to me, I usually do buy it nows on the slabs. I haven't done as well when I've run slabs. I've never done like some all slab show or something like that. I just advertise them, and they'll do okay. I'm doing basically all buy it now slabs. If somebody talks me into running one during the show or something tomorrow, I'm going to do that. But just because it's Spidey themed, I'm going to put some nice slabs out there for people, and then they can try to win more stuff. But slabs are. It just depends. You got to know your market. You got to have the right buyers. Like if you're running a show and you normally have like 40 or 50 people and you know what they like, yeah, that might work. But if you've got if you're gonna run it and for some reason you've got like 11 people there, yeah, man, don't put your best slabs up for $1. It's just not smart. And part of this is built on building followers. You got to have the right people in there. You got to know your audience and why they follow you and things like that. You can't just be like, oh, this one day because I have this one nice book, I should get full price. That's just not how that goes. If you're selling really nice slabs, I think you really need to do your best to advertise and get followers and things like that. And you can't really, all you can do is put together a good video on there. And, you can do it ahead of time so you get more bookmarks. But, it's other platforms that people have to do their advertising, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. That's where you got to do most of your advertising.
Well, I've just been amazed at some of the prices that have been achieved for 9.4s and 9.6s. maybe not 9.2s because I did mention earlier I felt like I got a deal on a 9.2 with that America One Hip Hop second printing, but I feel like because you have a lot of folks from other hobbies on WhatNot and coming into comic auctions, I think they see a slab and they just automatically add on some dollars there. And I don't know, it's made me more comfortable about, I'm a big advocate of pre-screening moderns, but with what I've seen going on with WhatNot, it's made me second guess, that I may be because I feel like on eBay, it's really hard to sell a modern 9.6 or 9.4 unless it's something, really hot or really scarce. Because I've tried to do it before and it's, you're usually losing money, but on WhatNot, it seems at the very least you can break even. And I don't know that there seems to be as much of a differentiation in buyers' minds between CBCS and CGC as there is on eBay. And that's just my impression, anecdotally.
I mean, and I know not everyone on the panel collects cards, but I've started to see the difference too. Like maybe like when they hear like the certain phrases that like this is a near mint book, blah blah blah. Well, the card grading scale is like slightly different. Like a perfect 10 is a gem mint, and then like from I think what is it? It's like 8, 7, 8, and 9 are near mints. Is that right, Sean?
On
on cards? Yeah, because isn't like an 8 still? Mint. Yeah, like an 8 is still considered a near mint, right?
So
I think 8 to 10, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't remember what they label 7s at, but I'm sure someone in the chat can correct me. But yeah, so maybe like when they hear the letter grade like of a comic, or like when they see the number scales, like it doesn't quite align to like it's not the same, right?
Man, can you imagine if they graded comics with the centering? We'd be dead, bro. You know what I mean? We'd be that would screw up the whole game, dude. I mean, cards are a lot tougher to grade. Like
which company does that? That one company does where they grade your grade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think they do it for comics too.
Yeah,
they
do.
Like,
you're right.
They grade the grader's grade.
It's something VC, right, or something like that.
Yeah,
SVC.
Yeah, whatever, man. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I'm not paying triple.
Dude,
well,
I can just imagine, dude. Jesus
my question,
Christ.
my question to that is like always like in comics, like how do you grade the inside of that? Like how can you tell me that like are you cracking open that slab and looking at the pages?
No, they're not.
I know. So like it's like purely based on the cover. Like a grade is more than just the cover.
Well, the one thing is that you got to assume the grade didn't drop for. So the grades doesn't really drop for page color because you can have. I swear I've seen like a 10 with off-white pages, and I'm like, that's just not a 10. But I think so. They're going to assume that there's not going to be rips or tears or anything like that. But yeah, you're pretty much just going off the cover once it's in and once it's encapsulated.
Yeah.
At least they got that tamper-proof thing on there where they laminated through their own logo because people could break into their slabs too easily.
Yeah.
So this one's not. You can't break into this one as easily.
No.
You can break into a PGX with a pinky, bro.
That was nicely done.
Thank you.
All right. So just as a reminder, Steve, a few of us are participating in the Webhead sale this weekend. Steve has a show coming up on Saturday at 7 p.m. Is that Eastern? Yep.
Is that a new logo there, Steve?
No, that's always been my logo.
Oh, okay. It just looks different.
And then Sean, when's your show?
I'm tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. Ultimate Fallout 4's starting at $1, but I'm running like $80. Secret Wars 8, all kinds of stuff. Mega Spidey keys. Going tomorrow. Lots of slabs, and I'll bargain with you on the slabs too. So
What did you show there, Steve? Was that Greg Land?
Here, let
No,
me-
this is actually the highest graded. This is a Cataclysm Ultimate Comic Spider-Man #1. Yeah, #1. It's a Gabriel Hardman. I think it's a 1 in 15. It's actually the highest graded on the census.
Did I press that for you?
What's that? I think you might have. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So, and then fine. You asked. Also this IDW
Yeah.
Marvel Action Spider-Man, Gwen, Miles, Peter,
Mm, I love that
9.8
cover.
RI variant, 1 in 10. So,
Are you running that for an auction?
yeah, actually, I'm gonna start it at $1.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, both of them.
Can I
What the
pre-bid?
they took that down.
Yeah,
If you hop in a time machine,
to be
right?
honest.
yeah, that was a bit of a mess, but at least they tried.
So what did we prove here to the so Sean said you got to know your followers, right? And then you definitely want to see how many people are in the room before you start pulling any kind of heat. Definitely that should like resonate. If you don't have any people in the room, they'll crush you, because there's snipers out there that literally troll and go in there and just like automatically bid $1 on everything. You know.
Yeah, definitely all that stuff, man. Just know what you're doing, know the room. Don't throw stuff up just because you saw somebody else sell it for a $5 book for $30. Don't assume that you're gonna get even the $5 for it, because there's no guarantees. But what you want is an average, because it's an auction. I used to look at it that way when I used to run Sunday night eBay auctions. Some are gonna go high, some are gonna go low.
absolutely.
Hopefully everything doesn't go low. I never got screwed back then. I haven't been screwed here. The closest I've done is I ended one sale early. They ran a promotion the same time I had set up to do something else, and that drew like all the buyers. And I was like, you guys are awesome. I'm not, and this is probably 6 months ago. Like I can't keep running. I'm not going to run these for $1 today. Appreciate you. I'm gonna run it tomorrow. Everybody that wants something, I'll even throw something else in. So, know your things, and all your shows start slow.
Yes.
Run cheap shit first. Real simple.
Yeah.
Run Green Lantern stuff, man.
And I think a few other tips is also like know your audience, make sure to advertise all your stuff like through social media, whatever you use. I find it appealing to go ahead and list out your books. Like I feel like that helps. But sometimes
Sean said that people don't even look at the
some people
Click
don't.
Some do and some don't. I set it up ahead of time.
Yeah, I set up ahead of time just because it makes when you process your orders that much easier as well, right?
Yeah, definitely easier when you process your orders. You go comic 1, comic 2. And I'll be honest, I'm like that because I will look and I'll be impatient. I'll be like, oh, there's freaking 10 shows on right now. So sometimes I'll be like, oh, this guy's only got like 10 people in here. And I walk in there or click in there, whatever. The guys kind of, they're just talking about whatever they're talking about. There's some old like cheap books sitting up there. And I look down to see what they're going to sell. And it's just, and this thing's just running a minute, and it just says like comic 1, comic 2, and I'm all, I don't have the patience to have
me either.
anything in this.
Me
Yeah.
either.
That
If
drives
I
me
don't know what's
nuts.
going on. And you can, and as a buyer, you can click, there's a notification button now. So you can go in there, see what you like.
Yeah.
See what you like in an auction. Like the other day, this guy was running not good books, but he had one good book. And it was his like finisher book or whatever. And I was like, I'm not sitting around with this dude talking for 2 hours with these like dollar books when I like the one book that I really want is there. And so you can set an alert on that. So if you go through people's stuff, there's a thing and you'll get an app once that starts. Now you got to click on it right away because it might only be a minute auction. a 30-second auction. But sometimes it's worth the wait because I ended up getting the one book I wanted without having to spend my day waiting for this dude to mutter around for 2 hours and grab what I wanted. So that was good. That was good.
All right. I want to give a big shout out to Big Clutch. Thank you for joining us.
I didn't say much, but I appreciate the knowledge is always good.
Yeah. So I know you're a seller on WhatNot as well. So let us know the next time you're gonna be up.
Yeah. So we're doing a CVL tomorrow with the Invincible WhatNot's Omni-Man variants. We're gonna do a bunch of blind bags of those, and then starting soon we'll be doing weekly on Fridays with a pretty awesome crew. Really cool lineup. You guys you'll hear more soon.
I've got a question. Do you think we'll see an Invincible #1 more bloody variants with other characters?
I mean, well, I mean, besides, so we're doing, we got the Invincible one with Omni-Man, so that's our second character in the series. There may be something else soon. We'll let you guys know very, very soon. But yeah, we're gonna do some more cool stuff. I think people have really kind of enjoyed seeing this kind of crazy take on them, and Tyler's covers have been awesome. So I mean, we're definitely gonna do more fun stuff with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Season 2's fixing to kick off, right? For Invincible,
probably 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, they're working on it. They're starting to work on it now. Scripts and getting done and all that stuff. So, but animation takes a long time. So, yeah, we'll just have to be patient.
Sweet. I still have time to grade my copies.
Get them done.
I know. I've been a slacker on that, but
I don't see much Invincible out there in the wild, man. Do you guys have any luck with that?
Not ever. Never have. I've been doing this, and people told me how scarce they were like 8, 9, 10 years ago, whatever. And pretty much I figured I'm going to pick up anything under 40. That's what I considered even years ago price normally, and you never see shit. Never see shit. Never anything under 20, and almost nothing under 40. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
the only thing I see
rare stuff, man.
The only thing is 100 and above is the only things I see out there.
All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for joining us for Tales from the Flipside. Make sure to like and subscribe. Special announcement: we are bringing back the Prospect 10. I think it's going to happen next week. So we will be voting on books and all that stuff over the weekend. So make sure to like and subscribe.
Key Collector just went like this.
Well, we'll see how many.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see how many key alerts we'll get, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, you know where you saw it first because you're liking and subscribing to our show. So thank you again. And then make sure to give everyone that's on the panel here a follow. And yeah, we'll catch you on the flip side.